Hello world, this is Cane-Clad Raven coming at ya. It is future Raven here, well, as compared to when I filmed the video. I just wanted to let you guys know that this video is super long and I had to edit it a lot tighter than normal because I filmed sporadically during my winter break. And so the clips are all kind of crazy and it was super long. This is actually half of the footage that I had. I still have the other half is going to be in episode 4, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Bye guys! I wanted to show you guys how I was filling the river, because as you may have seen in the thumbnail, there was just water around here because I was like, oh, I'll fill the river, and then realized that it would take a lot of effort to fill the river, so I just put water around there so that you kind of got the picture. Some salmon already started spawning. There was a squid somewhere, so that's super cool, but this is how I'm doing it because I don't have access to ice, and even so, that's a lot of ice. So yeah, I'm just going to use kelp, and that will make everything a source block, and it'll take a little bit, but it shouldn't be a huge deal. It'll be a project that'll mostly be on in the background. So I'll just kind of slowly come in here every so often and cut down the kelp and fill in the middle. And then eventually it'll all sort of fill itself in, which is super cool. I've used this technique before. I love it. Super fun. See, look at more kelp grew. I will hopefully be switching now to a clip of it either being mostly done or all the way done. So bye guys, see you in a bit. Hello world, welcome back. I thought we would upload our map, update our map, because I have done a little bit of work. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see. Why have I run out of frames? Where did the frames go? I don't know. It appears that my web thing, everything's just a mess, but let's upload this and hopefully the file stays okay. Yeah, not much different. These two roads I finished. I don't know why this one looks black, but the other thing that I did, well, I flattened out stuff over there. Did a little bit more over there. Is it on there? Kind of. You can kind of see it. But I'm going to get started on this in a minute and actually make the parts for the sheep. The sheep are all upstairs. I didn't finish the floor yet. I don't know why. If we go over here, you will see that I did get the river all filled up. There was kelp from here to not quite the restaurant, and it had almost all filled up, so I threw some more kelp in there to try and finish it up. I haven't checked it in a bit. I'm not going to raise the whole river right now because I still have stuff to work on. Like, this is the height that it's going to be. I still need to terraform it, make it look better. That height's gonna work a lot better. If we go over here, it looks like it's all at the right height. That's great. So now we have a river. This is about the height that it's going to be. It'll eventually come over here, but I need to terraform this first. I think that this is going to be the docks. This corner right here, I'm going to have a big warehouse and then a bunch of little ports. And then my plan is here to have a library and have it be pretty big. Probably take up this whole space because I love libraries and I can do some intricate stuff with it. And then around this area, I want to do a big subway station. In New York City, they have like the little places where you can go in, but they also have pretty big subway stations, and some of them, like Union Square, you just sort of go down. It's just where a bunch of subways happen to meet up. And then there's bigger ones like Fulton Street, where it's just a really pretty place, or I suppose Grand Central would be one as well. It's just a really pretty, like the first couple floors of the building are just for that, and there's typically like food and sometimes shops in there and stuff. So I want to do something like that. It will probably be similar to the one on Fulton Street because that was the one that I was closest to and I frequented that one a lot. I have so many crazy stories from there. Also, I did this, which I'm quite proud of. It's probably going to look like evacuation stairs, what are they called, fire stairs, that are on the outside of buildings, but it's going to be the actual stairs because I didn't design stairs inside the building. I don't know why I wanted to make these really compact, but I did. And these stairs are only going to allow you access to the woolen levels, so that in these it'll be like somewhere around here there will be a ladder to get up, because the sheep are going to be towards the outside. You guys will see once I start building it a little more, which should be pretty soon. And all the sheep are up here. I probably need to breed them and get a couple more. I just wanted to show you guys this. This is probably where the docks are going to be, and then the library, and then this road is probably going to come down as well. I'll flatten this out, figure out what I want. I also want a gigantic building. And since these two are probably going to be pretty big, I'm probably going to end up putting it... I feel like here would probably be a bad place because it's like on the outskirts, but this would be too narrow, so I'm not really sure where I want to put it unless I do something really long. But that, again, probably still wouldn't make sense. And then the last big thing that I did was, well, I discovered an underground ravine, and that was really weird. I kept hearing zombies under the ground around this area, so there was a cave and I went into there and it led me to an underground ravine, which is not fun to light up. So I haven't even finished lighting it up. But the one thing that I did was this. I put down some more chests and I organized everything. So yeah, this is sort of how I organize things. I have dirt if I have a lot of dirt. If not, it'll normally go with the cobblestone. And then, if there's something I have a lot of, like right now it's this. Oh, I forgot to finish. Whoops. And then sand-related stuff and gravel, gravity-affected blocks, whatever. And then cobblestone, the different types of stone, mob drops, glass, tools, passive mob drops, and like meat stuff, nether, minecart, trees, seeds, and flowers, and then mining stuff. So that's how I do it. Bye, guys. Hello, world. Welcome back. So, a handful of things have happened. It's been, like, days since I recorded, because this is in the time when I'm taking a break. It's really weird. I hadn't even been on this world in days. I've just been working on creative building. Not designing this place like I should be, but that's okay. My iron farm has been getting so much iron, and I decided that it was time to finally start working on some of the farms and finishing them up. So let me show you guys what I've done. And I've also made a couple of decisions about where things are going to go, and I've started smoothing out the ground, as you guys can probably see, and lighting up caves and whatnot. One of the things that I've done is added this granite rather than dirt, because I don't need it anymore. But I've done this. I have added all the chests and automation for my sheep farm, at least this lower level, so I have access to half of the colors of wool in the game. The other half will go up here quite a bit. So they'll go here, but I need some more grass and stuff. Or glass, not grass. Wow. Also, as you can probably see from here, I added the second level farmer. We now have potatoes completely automated, which is really cool as well. We have a lot less sheep up here, though. I have to keep breeding them and getting some more. There's not even any more black ones, although I don't really need one. This is where they are. There's an observer underneath this dispenser, and these are filled with shears. So it'll just shear the sheep when it observes. I know that technically it's not the most efficient for a couple of reasons. One, and this was something I didn't think of until I finished building it, but there's not grass all the way around this grass block. There's only one here, and there's one underneath here as well. That's only 2 blocks spreading to the 4, so it's going to be less efficient that way. But that's fine. I don't know when I'm going to need a lot of wool. It's not a huge deal. The other thing is that since observers detect both when the grass is eaten and when the grass grows, there's going to be one extra pulse where it tries to shear the sheep and the sheep has not grown its coat back. That's not great, but it's fine. And I did the second level of here. You can probably well, you can see that I got a lot of stuff. You can probably see that if I go here, there is a line of hoppers, and it goes all the way up to the top, even though I don't have everything yet. I think that's about all I've done for now. Bye, guys. Hello, world. Welcome back. So, quite a few things have changed, but they're somewhat minor, and I have a couple of minor changes to do soon. The big one is probably this, which is my melon and pumpkin farm that I'm using to grow melon and pumpkins so that I can get some more emeralds, so that I can start stockpiling emeralds, because that would be great. Another thing was that I leveled up my farmer villager enough so that he will now sell me golden carrots. And I don't know why, I don't know what I did, but he sells stuff for less, even though, like, I only bought carrots from him for a while. Carrots are one less for an emerald or whatever. Let me see where he's normally down here. Here he is. But see, I haven't gotten Hero of the Village or anything, but he has less, which is really weird. So I've been doing that, and as you probably saw down here, oh, why are they all moved in different spots where they normally are? I've been selling them for bricks. Yeah, that's one of the things. Another minor thing that I've been doing is trying to get cats, because I want every color of cats. So I have a jelly, which is the cat that won the mob contest. Or is that what it was called? I don't remember. I was taking a break from Minecraft at that point, like many people were. But this is based off of Good Times with Scars cat, who, by the way, I am getting the plushie of. I'm super excited. There's this one, which I don't know. Where did my black cat go? My goodness. There's one of the cats looks, there it is, because it was sitting on my chest. This one looks a lot like my cat Clover. I'm really excited. Yeah, I have another cat named Snoopy who's black and white, but he's got a lot more white. Oh, the back of his head's white. That's not. I will show you guys a picture of Clover on screen now, because I love showing my cats. I love them. If you look at my early stuff on my Instagram, there are lots of pictures of my cats. I had this one before. That was the first one. That one I was using to keep creepers away. Oh, and I have one more. I tried to get a yellow one, because that one looks sort of like my cat. Though the ginger one looks most like my other cat, Tigger. There's this white one. Very cute. I guess the brown one looks like one of my other cats that I used to have. Anyway, that is way too much cat talk, but here I have my shepherds, and my sheep farm is right above us. And I'm trying to get ones of different wool types so that I can just have stuff here. Another idea that I'm planning on doing is, if we go up here, what I want to do is take, because this is where all of, I believe they only trade the natural yarn colors, so what I'm going to do is have a hopper run underneath here and down, have like a trap door, put a hopper here, and then have a trap door underneath the block so that I can just open it and grab the yarn directly, and I don't have to come up here. I still need some of these two, which, funny enough, are the most producing. It's really inconsistent. Like, this has been running for the exact same amount of time. I've not taken any yarn out. This one I did take some yarn out, but I also added. Yeah, I think that's weird. I know that this could be more efficient, but it's just going to be a background farm. I don't know. I really wish it was way more efficient. If I need to, I can always build one underground. That is much more efficient. Why did my voice get so deep? I do not know. A couple of other changes that I've made is, I'm not sure what I want to do for these two levels. I was thinking of just doing more carrots and more potatoes, so that I don't have to go in there and keep grabbing seeds or whatever, and carrots and potatoes are the easiest to just sort of have a hold of. I think that's my plan, and if I want to do more, I can go above that and make this taller. This is probably going to be one of the shortest buildings. I think I still am going to raise this up by another level, where the sheep are on the top, and then have a non-automated wheat farm up at the top for aesthetics. So I designed the hotel, and this is sort of the area. I think it's actually going to be out more, like out to here. But In the space that I allotted for it, nothing that I wanted to do fit correctly. None of the village farms that I could find worked correctly in this shape and the way that I designed it, and I could not configure it to work properly. So what I think I'm going to do is thinking about doing a trading hall here, which I might do, or I might do storage here, because I really like this building and I think it would work well for that. And then have the subway station, or underneath the subway station, which is going to go in this area, I will have the village breeder, because I'm going to allow that to be a lot bigger. I haven't counted how many blocks this is, but this is significantly more than is over there. Those buildings are going to be rather small. This one's going to be probably a third taller than this one. It's going to be pretty tall, but I have not gotten to building it yet. It's going to be 15 by 15. I'm excited because I like the design. I have not decided how I want the back to go exactly. I don't know how I want the back to look, because I do want some sort of patio that's probably going to come out over the edge. I don't know what I want that to look like. This is where the hotel's going to go. I already designed it. I just have to put it in here. Part of the reason why I threw a mason and stuff down is so that I can more easily get bricks, which I have a bit in here. If we go back to where I'm keeping most stuff now, and this is partially why I want to get the storage in as soon as possible, is because this building, like having to make this trek, takes a shockingly long amount of time and wastes a lot of my time. So I want to stop doing this, and this storage is getting a little too small. I want to do an automated storage system, and again, either that could go in a basement or something, because I do want to make a lot of subway systems, and I'm not doing that yet because I don't know how I want to do it, but I think it would just be smartest for me to decide what where I want it on the y-axis, and then to just start digging so that I can get a lot more of the stone stuff, and I would also get more coal, and so that I can let my farms run so that I'm not tempted to go AFK, because I am a little bit tempted to go AFK so that I can get a bunch of stuff, but I'm not going to do that. This is how many bricks I currently have. I have 6 and a bit stacks of bricks. I am quite happy with that. I did not math out how many I'm going to need, but it does not matter if we get too many, because I'm going to be building other things out of bricks, which I have not designed yet. The next thing that I think I'm going to design is the butcher shop that's going where these birch trees are. I thought I put down a bunch of signs about where I want everything to go, and I know I put that one down. It's right here. It says butcher shop, but I didn't put down one for the library or the subway station or the park. I have this one that still says I don't know what I want to do here. It says for sale. There's a sign that says hotel here, which I think is funny. And then the last thing that I have to show you guys that I'm kind of excited about was, which I do quite frequently, is to ask my mom what she would put somewhere or what she would do. So I asked her what goes in a city or what should I add, and she said a theater, and thought it should be close to the center of the city. So I was thinking of putting it where that building is, but it's sort of on a side street and it would end up being really narrow and stuff. So we decided I don't know why I said we. I decided to put the theater here, and the theater is going to have a mob farm on top of it. So the bottom level is just going to be aesthetic, and then I think the mobs will drop onto the stage or something. It's going to be fun lighting up all the caves underneath. I don't know what's going to go anywhere else. I do know that this is going to come out to here. It's not going to start back there. So we're going to probably have a whole other building here. And then I think I'm going to cut this off and just kind of curve that way. I'm not exactly sure how yet. It kind of gets weird because this is really high compared to where this is. But I guess it'll help with my subway system. Also, I still have this ravine, which probably has a bunch of bad things in it at this point. I have been fishing a lot, well, partially to get all the cat colors, but partially because I still want a horse saddle because I love using horses in this game. I think it's awesome, and it would have helped a lot with going back and forth here. Still haven't gotten one. I've fished for a long time, used up I think two fishing rods, which is not pleasant. That is a lot of work. I really want to install these because that'll be a lot easier to trade with them. I'm going to eventually, as you can see, have 4 because this guy sells both brown and white, and this guy sells black, so I only need gray and light gray. So I thought I only had 2 adult villagers that weren't farmers, but it turns out I had 5. But I had already destroyed the minecart track by that time, and I was not going to return it. Let me see, yeah, I have 2 more up here. I might end up just minecarting them from here straight down into there, but I'm not sure. I would put the other 2 guys in boats probably, but that's a problem for another time. So I think I'm going to get to work on the subway, trade a little bit more, hopefully put up the hotel, design the library and the subway station, and the butcher shop too, hopefully, and meet back up with you guys. Yeah, that's a lot of things. I don't know how much I'm going to do, although I am allowing myself another almost week to work on this. So I'm going to go before future me makes a time machine to get rid of this recording and do it better. I'm going to say bye for now, guys, and also, yeah, I'm not going to terraform this yet. I've been doing a lot of terraforming in my creative building, and I'm just not feeling it right now. Bye, guys. Hello, world. Welcome back to Cane-Clad Raven. I don't know why I said that. This is the middle of the video. We are in this alley once again. We have the melon and pumpkin farm. We have the birch trees, but I added some spruce trees. And if I turn around, you guys will see why, although you probably already saw it on my Instagram because I did share a picture of it a little bit earlier. Well, a little bit earlier. I shared it yesterday right now. This video is probably not coming out for another 3 or 4 days because of the holidays. So here it is. That was not a good unveiling, but we're going with it. It's obviously not done. It needs a little bit on the top, but let's go inside and explore. This is the hotel. Oh God. Okay. That was scary. Here's what it looks like from the water. I was going to show you the inside. I'm going to wait a minute for that since we're already pretty much to the other side. So this is what it's looking like right now. I am really happy with it because I've been thinking of about here probably just making a road here and making this a cute little park and possibly like those little boat cruises. Not like a cruise ship, like a river cruise. Yeah, I was thinking about having something like that here, very touristy, but also like a cute little park where people can sit. I kind of like that idea. Where it's just very small, and I don't know why I keep thinking of Battery Park, because Battery Park is much bigger. And there's crepes. Maybe there'll be crepes here. And the hotel's on the same side of the water. I keep getting very distracted. Can you guys tell I have ADHD? So here's what the hotel looks like. It's slightly different from what I posted on Instagram. I keep coming back here and being like, oh, I need to make it taller, oh, I need to make it taller, oh, I need to make it taller. The way that it is, it just needs to be taller for the proportions to be right. And I think that this works. The issue is right now, I don't know that there's going to be a building directly behind that, or at least not one for a while, so this one is probably going to have to go up another level. It does look a little weird, especially because there won't be anything here. There's going to be a little garden over here. I'll show you guys when we get back to the other side. And there might be something here, or it might just start being trees. I'm not entirely sure yet. I know that the river's going to start coming this way a bit. I might have a little stable or something. I was also thinking about a parking lot. Would be kind of cool. I'll show you. Now that we're back here, I can show you guys. So how I imagine this is this has this little overhang, like hotels do, and then you would drive a car here, and then through here, through here, stop, unload your stuff, and then keep driving and go whatever way you need to. Probably to the parking lot, which I'm thinking of. If I do a parking lot, it's probably going to be right here. I'll start switching this out for stone and then make the parking lot out of stone so that it's not super bright colored and I don't have to worry about the rotational patterns of the basalt and stuff. I might even move the parking lot up to this level rather than leaving it here. That could be a cool idea to add interest because it's probably going to be really flat. It might have a fence around it. Again, I'm not sure. I kind of wanted to stop when I hit the taiga, but this is already encroaching on the taiga right here. It kind of starts here. So, see, biome and Minecraft taiga, it's on the left. And then this is a river biome. But if we go inside, this is plains, but this is the taiga. So this already encroaches onto the taiga. So this is already encroaching onto the taiga, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. I think the max that I'm going to go is around this area somewhere. I don't want to go too much farther than this hill. Again, I can totally destroy everything that way, but I do want this little bit of forest. I think that that's a really fun idea. And throw some hiking trails in here. Make it a little bit... I might, like, just... I should light that up. I didn't know that was there. So I could make some little hiking trails through here and terraform it. Maybe make this mountain or something. Put a mountain in here that looks okay. That'll be above the tree line. What is this? I've never seen this. Is this abandoned mine shaft? What is this? I love random generation. It's so cool when it goes weird like that. So this wouldn't be what I would do, but some sort of mountain that's a little bit steeper that I could, or not as steep, that I can add a trail to, or I can make a mountain myself, add a trail to it, and have it be like an area to hike, and have a little bridge over to the suburbs. Another idea that I had is we're going to make it look like the city is going in this direction with like where that house is there. And if we do end up going in this direction, we can just leave the house and have one of those cool things where like the people refuse to move their house, but have some sort of a border here, whether it be visible like I put fence blocks or invisible like a path, or just we sort of vaguely know where it is or whatever around this area, and have this be like a national park or whatever that goes all the way around here to there's where my suburbs are going to be. And here is my original bridge that I used because my starter house was over there. So if we keep going, you can see that the river sort of cuts this off. So the forest or whatever would only go to like here. And I don't think it would keep going that way. I think it would just stop, like, here. So it would be, like, pin straight, and then the border will wave around and stuff. Might even be able to put stuff on a map and lock it, and then destroy it all. So that we have some sort of a somewhat visible border. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I've said this so many times in this series, but I lived in New York City for a bit. And when I went to Central Park, the couple of times that I went to Central Park, there is a bit where you can see the city, and definitely see it, and that is super pretty, and it's such a weird contrast. Like, you're on a trail, and you're like all geared up for hiking, and then there's just like a hotel and a bank there. But, which I don't know if we're gonna get other than the render distance. There's just a point in Central Park where you are just deep in forests and you can't see the city, you can't hear the city. The only indication that there's a city near you is they have little teeny tiny roads that go through, and that's why there's so many bridges, is because I believe the pedestrians walk on the bridges and then the cars go underneath. So if you have to go through the park, there's a way to get through there. I don't know that everyone is, like, just anyone can drive through. I'm not sure. I didn't know that there were roads there until I actually went there. I do have to finish this up. I realized I forgot to show you guys the inside, other than the creeper explosion. So if we walk in, this is super tiny, which is crazy because it looks huge from the outside, but it barely fits the staircase. I couldn't even fit in a desk, whatever I'm trying to say. But I did really want this overhang, so I decided I didn't need a desk. This was going to be my villager breeding area, but it's not exactly the right shape. It doesn't work very well. So I was thinking just doing, like, making the underground area and putting it there. I was thinking about doing a super smelter, so furnaces in here, or chest storage, but it's not really built well for that. So I was also thinking about a trading hall, which could also work, but again, the windows are sort of weird and stuff, so I don't know what to put here. I could totally just leave it like this because I absolutely love the way this building looks and just being in here. So that's the first level. We're on the second level now. Then we go up to the third level, and that's where the windows stop, because partially I ran out of windows, but also I didn't know how I wanted to detail, so I just wanted to get those windows down there to make sure that they looked right, and then after that have stuff like this, because it was a pain to get these stairs in the right spot and some of this stuff with the windows being there. So if we go up again, this is the fourth floor, I think, if I can do math. And you can see, wow, you're going to have a great view of the suburbs when I make those. And then, if we go up again, this is the fifth floor. I love this. Let me see if I can turn up my render distance. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to leave it like this for long, but oh my gosh. I always forget that there's mountains that way, because I hardly ever go over there. Just out of curiosity, while my render distance is high, I kind of want to go in some of the other buildings. But I'll show you guys this level really quickly. That is so pretty. With the mountains back there, there's my iron golem farm. There's mountains sort of in that direction. It appears, sorry, Mr. Sheep. This is so beautiful. I'm just really curious. Okay, yeah, I'm losing the frames, but I decided to put it on 32 chunks so that I could see the mountain. That is so gorgeous. And imagine, like, stuff over here. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little peninsula either. I think I said I was going to get rid of it, which I still might. Or I think I might get rid of this area that goes down a bit. I think I'm going to get rid of that, so that this area is kind of wide. Might even bring this in a little bit more, but just so that we definitely have enough room for those ships that I want. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness. As you can probably tell, I also have not started on the underground part either. So I have not started any of the underground bit yet. I have mainly just been working on this hotel. I haven't even designed some of the other buildings yet. Again, there's nothing here. There's not even plans. This is just trees and not a butcher shop, which it should be. So I think I'm just going to have to spend several hours in my creative testing world just working on stuff. And hopefully then I can come back here and start working on it. One other thing that I wanted to do, I'm still so worried to work on the underground. The only thing that I figured out is that it has to be below Y level 55. I don't know what I want to do, so I don't really want to do anything. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. The other thing that I wanted to do is take this building and make another awning where this first level is, so that you can get there. This might even be a little parking area. Then this could be like a parking garage, quote unquote. And then have it go up again and just reuse the villagers that are in the middle. Which I haven't even filled this up yet. I need to do that as well. I should write myself a list. But the last thing that I wanted to do is to update this map. So far since we've started this, I've added quite a bit more roads, smoothed out some stuff. You can see I updated it when I added this. I built up this land and I updated it, but didn't wait for all the grass to grow because I was curious, but I have not done it since I made the hotel. So let's see. It doesn't look hugely different. I mean, it looks a little different because it's not grass there, but it kind of blends in with this building because there's not brick on the top. So I'll have to remember when I finish doing this to put bricks on the top. I wanted to just, while I'm here, say that this is the area that I want to use for the hiking trails, nature reserve, whatever it is. This is where the waterfall is going to go, this little bubble area, somewhere in this area. And then this is the suburbs, which may continue down to here. This is going to be farming area. And then this is going to be, there's going to be a little fishing village here. And maybe something back here, because I feel like that would make the map look better. And I might even put a mountain village up here. That would be really cool. Just make this area super dense. So the other thing is that since I have that iron golem farm, I get a lot of poppies, which is really cool. But that's mostly kind of what I want to decorate with, is just poppies and kind of keep that theme going. So I threw a handful in here. They're in all the buckets up here, or flower pots, I should probably say. I might put them in other places. We should actually go check on my iron farm. But I wanted to name this city something with poppy in it. And Poppy Meadows doesn't sound right, I don't think. And Poppyville doesn't sound right. Poppy Meadows could be the, either the suburban area or the farming area. But I don't know that I'm going to name them variations of the word poppy. I think I might do other things. So I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments about something with the word poppy in it, or something that alludes to poppy. Or maybe it's Red City, Red Flower City, or something. But I do wanna kind of name the city. That would kind of be cool. But I think for now that is all. Hello world, Future Raven coming at you with an update. So I filmed this video during my Christmas break, and this is only half of the footage, and I edited it a lot tighter than I normally would. Like, I went on about my cats for a really long time, and I might make a video just about that because I think it's actually kind of funny how much I just talked about my cats, and it was super fun trying to find some adorable looking pictures of them. The skeleton horse is still here. But I would love to hear in the comments down below some ideas that you have for city names, or to name anything else in the area. The river, the waterfall, the nature reserve, even the roads need names. So that would be super helpful if you guys had any ideas, and a way for you guys to be immortalized in this series as well. Because when a series gets put up on YouTube, it's more than just the person making it. It's a collaborative effort, more or less. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize for it being so long, but technically it was supposed to be twice as long. It's kind of crazy. But if you liked the video, like it. If you really liked it, I would love if you hit the subscribe button, and if you watched the other videos in this series, or the other videos that I have, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!